Caller, you're live on the air. What's your name, comment, and or question?
Hey, Benjamin. How's it going? This is Anthony. Well, sticking on the topic of what you were saying, pretty much the corruption in the Democratic Party with people like Rahm Emanuel and Debbie Schultz. I was a Democrat. I switched to being an independent for all the reasons that you just stated. I did not want them seeing my name on a piece of paper and assuming they had my vote. Now, the problem is I'm a Bernie Sanders supporter at this point, and I live in Nevada. It's a caucus state. It's very important people get out and are active. So I've had to re-register as a Democrat. So I had no choice but to come back into the system I didn't want to be part of. So basically what I'm asking you is, like, how should we navigate this? Because it'd be nice if we were all independents, but if we do that, then the establishment wins.
Well, actually, unpack that for me. If we're all independents, the establishment wins. How does that add up?
Okay. Well, basically, I'm saying as a Democrat, if we're all, in many places, you can't vote in the primaries or the caucuses unless you're a Democrat.
Okay, yeah.
Right.
Okay, I got you. You mean on the caucus on the state level?
Exactly.
Yeah, because it frees them up to really do whatever they want to do because there's nobody active in their party to oppose whatever they want to get away with. Okay, yeah. From that perspective, you're absolutely right. The most difficult thing is being involved on that level that you just described. And a lot of people don't have the stomach for it, right? I personally, that's why I'm here doing this instead of at a campaign meeting right now. It's because once you see the backdrop of it and you see everything that goes on behind the curtain, you realize it's not really my cup of tea, right? I'm not in the back room wheeling and dealing. I'm more into let's just speak truth to power. The thing is, we really do need people with true progressive values to be a part of that party. But what happens with not only party politics, but power in general is the longer that you're there, that power begins to corrupt you. And the more power you put together over time, the more it corrupts you. It may not corrupt you in the sense that you do something criminal, but it corrupts you in the sense that the reasons you came in there in the first place are now kind of a wash and you're really there for the sport. And so I don't know. I honestly, I can't tell you what the solution is in terms of fixing the system. But what I can tell you is that the start of it is for us to realize that there is a very serious problem in the first place, because a lot of people are really asleep to the reality that we are electing people who are almost as bad to us as any Republican would ever be. Right? Economically, the TPP has come underneath President Obama. Economically, NAFTA came underneath Bill Clinton. Economically, socially and economically, the safety net welfare was gutted underneath Bill Clinton. You know, all of the things that really matter to a growing, thriving middle class. You know, we have suffered some serious blows from our own people, and yet we kind of operate as if somehow they're still better for us in the long run. I think the solution is for us to think a little bit harder about what is actually good for us and start having these conversations and start mentioning names like Bernie Sanders, start mentioning other names from the Green Party, just start mentioning other names that would at least spark a conversation about the real issues, because we're not even having conversations in the media about the real issues. Hey, man, thanks so much for the call. I want to grab a couple more of these callers before my time is up.